Hey everyone, I'm just coming on to do a little outfit change. I just wanted to do an outfit change. That's it. I want to put her in a bodysuit. I have fun making videos and just seeing my dolls on camera because I love the way their painting translates into a video. So I don't know, I like it for the, so that I can have something archived of the dolls that I own. And I do have quite a few videos with a lot of dolls that I've had the pleasure of owning. And this is, the lighting's kind of weird right now because I have her in a bouncer and the bouncer kind of causes a little bit of shadows. I usually like to use my Nest, and they can lay flat there, and then there's nothing like raised around them that'll cast a little bit of a shadow. But I had her, she's basically been in the baby bouncer for a couple days now, and she's had this outfit on, but I felt like putting a bodysuit on her. So we're gonna get her out of this outfit and get a bodysuit on her. And I may or may not put these booties back on. And I'm also haven't decided between two bodysuits that I have. One is a older Carter's line. Oh, I have the cats pulling on the muslin. Sorry, I had to get that. Is an older Carter's line. And I don't think I've ever put it on her, but I've always kept it because I thought it was pretty. I love the flowers on it, and it's not quite spring. I have the cats in here. They were just fine, minding their own business. As soon as I started recording, they are trying to get into everything, pull down the muslin, get onto the clothes. It's like they have this thing that gets triggered inside them that they want to start being mischievous. And I see one is eyeing the table and the, you guys can't see them, but they're up, and there she goes. She just hopped on here. Okay, this is Phoebe, and she's totally cray-cray. Hello. I'm gonna get her down. She'll jump into anything. Actually, they both are like that. So I'll start recording, and that's when they start getting active. It's like they know, or maybe it's my voice that starts getting them active. So anyway, this was a Carter's line from a couple years ago, and I don't think I've ever put it on her, and I'm feeling, I don't know, and it smells so good. Katie from My Little World had done a live stream, and she talked all about scents and fragrancing our doll clothes, and fragrancing the dolls and what we should use, what a lot of us use, how we should use it. And I have a sachet in the drawer that I have some of the baby clothes in, and I also put them in the bins. And I believe this one's dressed, and it just smells so good. And all the clothes just smell so good. So when I put this on the baby, it's probably gonna make them smell of this for a while. And see, this is a bright white, and I'm not so sure that these go with that. And then I had another bodysuit. I think I'm just gonna go with this one because I kind of like the vibrant flower colors, the greens and the dark pinks and yellows on there. So I think I'm gonna go with that one. But yes, Katie did that video, that live stream, and she talked about that, and it really does work. So it'll add a little bit of fragrance on your dolls. Look at how cute she is. If you have it laying in a drawer or bin where you store your clothes. It won't last forever, the fragrance, but it definitely will make your doll smell for like a day or two, like the fragrance that from the bin they were laying in storage. So I like that. And it's pretty sunny today, so I think we can get away with the bodysuit. Oh yeah. After having her covered up for so long, I've not that I've forgotten how beautiful and magnificent her painting is, but I'm looking at her mottling on her legs and it's just so realistic. I love it. Oh, and this one smells good. I wish we had some way, well, some way to make you guys know what it smells like, but a lot of you do use scents so that your baby does have a nice little freshly bathed scent on them when you put something new, some new clothing. Definitely not my favorite position to change her in. There we go. I've had a lot of questions too, and I have already had lives and videos discussing where to buy silicone dolls or reborn dolls. And I think there's an influx of new people or maybe an influx of trolls. I'm not sure, but I've been getting this question. I kind of am starting to find the question a little bit trolly. I'm going to be honest with you guys. And if you're new to this community and you've just stumbled upon this video, manners go a long way. And the way you ask things of people that you're watching, or even if you're approaching them or you're meeting them in person, I mean, don't throw your manners out the door just because this is on camera and this is just a video and I'm not like right in front of you. You know, manners do go a long way, but I've been getting the question, how much is he? Just like that, no, nothing else, just how much is he? And I'm thinking, well, first of all, the doll is not for sale. And second of all, I don't discuss price, and it's kind of a rude question. Unless you are watching a video where the doll is actually for sale and you take the time to listen to it, because sometimes people won't announce the price in a video. They'll only disclose it, any type of dealings or business discussion or sale discussion. They'll only disclose it, this is pretty on her, on over email, so that everything can be documented that way. It's still kind of a rude question whether you're asking it face to face. I mean, if you're asking it face to face and you're like at, you know, the flea market or something, then I totally get asking, but just remember that manners go a long way. So, I mean, there's just no way to control what people are commenting, what they're going to say, and their manners. But I'll tell you right now that I usually delete those questions, and most of the time I'll just block those people because I suspect that they're most likely children. And if they're not children and they're rude adults, then I feel like that's probably the best decision for me, is to just block those people. The other one that I'm getting that I feel is kind of rude is, oh, not rude. Well, it's just a little bit, I don't know. I guess I kind of find it annoying, and this may, it is kind of annoying. I'm just a collector on YouTube sharing what I can, what I learn along the way with everybody else, and then having a medium to record my dolls and show them on camera for anybody who's curious to see what a specific kit looks like. So that's all I'm doing here, and trying to share as much information that's pertinent as possible. So asking where can I find a cheap full body silicone, when I first started looking for silicones, and this is just for everybody who's asking that question, this isn't for all the people that I understand use common sense and have good manners out there, so this doesn't apply to the majority of the people that comment on my videos or like my channel or the content that I bring to the Reborn Doll community on YouTube. The question, where can I find a cheap full body silicone? First, we have to kind of get into explaining, well, what is cheap? Because that's a little bit relative, because what may be cheap to me may not be cheap to you. The other thing is, I don't feel like that comes from a realistic place. Where can I get a cheap full body silicone? Because whether you pay $1,500 or $25,000 for a full body silicone, I still think that both prices are actually not cheap. To pay $1,500 for a doll, in some people's point of view, I mean, if you're an avid collector, been immersed in the hobby for a long time, yes, $1,500 for a full body silicone, quote unquote, is actually considered a bargain. But then if you're a seasoned collector who knows a lot about the hobby and the dolls and everything like that, $1,500 is kind of maybe a red flag that the doll may not be a very good quality. And I know we can get into a big long discussion of price isn't always an indication of the quality, and that's a whole other discussion. But what I'm saying is that people that are familiar with the hobby don't come out the gate first, and that's not their first question. Or maybe I'm only thinking, you know, from my own point of view of things, because when I first discovered reborn dolls, that wasn't the question that I was asking the reborn doll YouTube channel creators. That wasn't the first question I was asking them. I was mainly, and in fact, I wasn't really commenting a lot. Mainly, I was there to just listen and learn. And sometimes people will tell you what they pay if you stop and listen. And I also noticed that people just shoot these questions out without actually listening to an entire video. If you don't have 10-15 minutes to listen to the content in order to avoid asking silly questions, then I don't know what to say. I know it sounds like I'm bitching now, but I kind of am, because I've got an influx of it, and by influx I'll be getting like 2 to 3 comments like that a day. So I'm starting to feel like maybe not so much that these are real, genuine inquiries. I think they're more either children or just adults that may have a different set of values and manners than me, than I do. So yeah, guys, just, you know, if you're just finding this hobby and you're liking the dolls, if you're a kid, I hope you take from this and become more observant. And if you're an adult, I don't know, maybe it's too late for you and that's the only way you know how to be. But as far as I'm concerned, I will be blocking those channels and deleting those comments, because it's not about the quantity of views that I get or the amount of comments that I get. For me, it's the quality of people that I attract to this channel, because I'm starting to notice that the people that I actually, you know, hold in high esteem, that come to my channel, that are, you know, in my lives, you know, contributing to the conversation, being real contributors, whether or not they have content on their channel. Maybe they're just viewers, but they still always have they may always make wonderful contributions to live streams and discussions in the comments all around YouTube. Those people I hold in high esteem, and they, like I said, they're contributing to the information that we're all putting out there. It's always, this information always gets refined and always ends up at being educational for everybody who stumbles upon. So I always want to thank the people who do join my live streams, who do contribute thoughtful and educated questions and educated you know, input and feedback. I want to thank those people the most, because you are the reasons why I keep going. You are the reason why I keep sharing my dolls in this medium. And you're like I said, 99% of the people are the contributors. And then the other 1%, they're either Jerry Springer style content on their channel, or they're really rude with no content, leaving abrasive questions, or yeah. So I don't know any other way to put it. And the reason I'm bringing it up, because I'm kind of just like, I mean, I'll probably get more of those questions, or that line of questioning and that line of bad manners under this video, I'm sure. But if you do, just know that I will block you and I will delete your question, because I don't feel like I don't feel like the questions are genuine. When I was looking for dolls, I did a lot of Googling, and Facebook has a lot of people in there. There's also people that write vlogs or blogs. They blog about silicone dolls, and there's a lot of good resources out there. This channel is a resource for information, not only because of what the content that I'm presenting or that I'm uploading to YouTube, but a huge part of it has to do with the people who comment and join my live streams. And I just want to thank you guys for making that possible with my channel, because I honestly do not feel like I carry this channel all on my own. I honestly do feel like it's all these collectors that find value in the topics that I want to bring up, and maybe it's things that they want to talk about, and they let it be known to me because by contributing, by joining conversations, by sharing what they know. And I truly appreciate those people. So that's all I had to put out there. I just wanted to let you guys know, if you're struggling with these types of comments, or you're struggling with your channel, and just remember that I'd say a 50% of your channel being a go-to place for people is going to be the people who watch you and contribute in a informative and a positive way in your comments and in your live chats. So with that, I just want to let you guys know that I'll be back on Thursday, and Thursday I will have another live stream. I'll try to announce the exact time on my wall beforehand, so that you guys can have a heads up. And I'll be doing another sesh of unpopular opinions. So if you have any unpopular opinions that you might want discussed, let me know here in the comments, and I'll be happy to address those on Thursday with you guys live. All right, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again really soon.